And so, hello everyone. Welcome to another video with me, Peter. It's just a quick little one, not too crazy. So this one started out with this little sketch I drew. I didn't record this part because I was out sitting at the lake, chatting with my neighbor for some of the time. And so what I'm going to do here is use some tracing paper and to do some inking here. So I just put the tracing paper on top of the sketch I drew in pencil, and then I use some paper clips just to hold it there in one place. After I put the paper clips there, for the sake of holding the paper in place, for the video I do use a tiny bit of tape on the corners as well, but that doesn't really matter. Anyways, so I've got the tracing paper on top, and then I just use some Staedtler pigment liners for this one. It really doesn't matter what pens you use. Those just happen to be the pens I've been using lately. But yeah, if you want some good pens to use, I recommend any sort of Fineliners. They're really all about the same. You can use Pigma Microns, Copics. I think Faber-Castell makes some. I think Uniball even makes some. I haven't tried them. Anyways, just try as many as you can and see which ones you like the most. I think really it comes down to personal preference for the most part. Anyways, so I'm using the 0.3 pen to just kind of trace the outline of what I sketched ahead of time while I was sitting out by the lake. I do apologize that I wasn't able to record that, but lately I've just found that that's where, I don't know, that's just where I've done a lot of my best creative work. So you just gotta draw where you can draw, you know? It happens where it happens. You gotta take advantage of that. After I used the 0.3 pen to do the main parts, I moved down to the 0.1 pen to do some finer details, some more of the extremities and some finer details. And after I used the 0.1, I moved even finer to a 0.05 to do even finer details. With this even finer pen, I kind of did, I guess they're kind of like contour lines to kind of emphasize the curves of the ship, to give it more of a 3D shape. Like you can see that kind of bulb right there. It's kind of a spherical shape in the middle. I don't know, just kind of gave it curves, added some details, kind of give the sense that the ship kind of has panels. I don't know if this is like a spaceship or some sort of floating space station. You can kind of use your imagination. I guess if you back off a little bit, it kind of looks like it could be some sort of, I don't know, someone on Instagram commented that it was kind of looked like a bird head almost or something. You know, after I've drawn the picture and released it to you guys to look at, it's not under my control anymore. It can be whatever you guys want it to be. It's up to you. Imagination is a powerful thing. One thing I like imagining with ships like these when I'm drawing them is like the scale. Like, how big is this ship as I'm drawing it? Like, how many people can fit inside this? I remember when I was little, I used to build space stations and cities and spaceships out of Legos. And like each little bump where I used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's a theme park nearby called Carowinds. You know, like a theme park with roller coasters and stuff. And for some reason, I use that as my frame of reference. And I would tell my parents, this little bump, I'd point to a bump on the Lego, and I would say, this bump is as big as Carowinds. And I would use that to tell my parents how big the space station was. I would just try to make it as overwhelmingly big as possible or whatever. I think they were amused by that, but I do like imagining what the different parts of the spaceship are for and what the different people and the different parts are doing, what different different functions are. Is that the bridge up there, or maybe that's the sensor array, or the engines? Maybe those are weapons up at the front. Who knows? I didn't really, I'm not sure about it. You know as well as I do. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't already. Thanks. Bye.